What's going on, guys? It's PJ here, and welcome to Jaxcast. So this will be the first of monthly podcasts where I'm just going to talk about anything really, obviously video games. I'm going to look at specific video game series and just talk about some of my favourite ones. Next month I'm going to do quite a big thing on my next podcast will be on Resident Evil 7, because that's what I'm playing at the moment. I've just finished recording part 2 for Resident Evil 7, which is scary as hell. But yeah, anyway. So yeah, this podcast is going to cover anything, not just games, stuff about the channel, stuff that might be coming up, general life things and sport and stuff like that. So yeah, I hope you guys like it. Part of the reason that I decided to do these podcasts is I'm struggling to make certain videos that I set out to do on my channel from the beginning. As you might have seen, like the Burning Question and the Game Love videos, they took for me quite a while to edit and to record and script and do all that. So I thought that I would use the podcast as an opportunity where if I can't get the videos out in the time that I want them to, then I can at least talk about those things sort of whilst they're as a hot topic in my mind anyway. I mean, I know everyone's sort of heard about Undertale, everyone knows what Undertale is and it's quite old and stuff, but I still want to talk about it, and that video will be coming out at some point because I'm going to do an Undertale Burning Question. And I want to do some other game loves, and I've also got a My Top 5. That's just going to be sort of my top 5 favourite things about certain games or certain things. The first one I'm going to be doing that will hopefully come out, if not this month, the next month, will be the top 5 games that I saw when I went to EGX. So look forward to that as well. So I've got a lot of good things coming up on the channel that I hope you guys are excited for, because I know I am. Now I'm hoping that these podcasts won't take too long. I've already spoke for 2 minutes basically about nothing. But yeah, I don't want these to go on over like 15 minutes or so. But like my videos, I only want them to go on for about 20-25 minutes, and they always end up being like an hour long. So yeah, there we go. So yeah, FYI, actually, I got this idea from watching Yub's channel. He is a great YouTuber, so go and check his channel out. I think he only done one podcast or something. From listening to it, yeah, he's a really good guy. He's like my favourite YouTuber, so definitely, if you haven't ever seen him before, definitely go check him out. Tell him I sent you. I want to collab. Collabs would be awesome. So this month's podcast, we're finally getting into it. Yeah, this month's podcast is about sort of my channel and just me as a person, really. I thought what I haven't done for the channel is probably described exactly what it is and what it's about. Obviously, it's gaming. That's sort of the main part of it. There's not sort of too many other things that I want to sort of delve into. This is a gaming YouTube channel, and I am a gamer. That's my passion. I want to play games, as a career one day. That would be amazing. But, we live in a real world where we don't always get to do the thing we really want to do in life. But, we'll see. Anyway, so yeah. I just want to talk about sort of the aspirations for this channel, and that I really want to do really well and build a great community for this channel. I mean, I've only got something like 19 subscribers at the moment, which is great, because when I started I didn't think I'd get like 1 or 2. So just to have sort of like almost 20 people subscribing, watching my videos or whatever, that's really, really important to me, and that's what I want. I want more people to just check out my videos and sort of join the community. Just want to get more people commenting so we can have sort of discussions and stuff. That will sort of kick me up the bum a bit into getting me to do live streams, because I've wanted to do live streams. I've done a couple, I'm all set up to do it. It's just finding the right time to do it, because my setup, I'm not even in sort of like my own room as such. I live with my fiance, we have a house, and my setup is under my stairs. This is like Harry Potter style, without the door. So the only chance I really get to do some of the things that I want to do is through evenings. So yeah, taking days off work just to record a lot of my stuff. So sometimes I'll take off sort of 1 day per month where I can just knock out lots of recordings and play some games. In a couple of months it'll be my birthday, so I'm taking a couple of days off then, where I'm going to finally play, because I'm like what I've noticed from my channel at the start is that I'm just late to the game with everything. But I haven't played Breath of the Wild yet, and I love The Legend of Zelda. I say Ocarina of Time is without a doubt my most favourite game ever. Obviously everyone said it, and I'm completely gonna agree with them when I play it, that Breath of the Wild is without a doubt the best game of 2017, one of the best games of all time. I'll find out, because I'm getting that for my birthday, so I'll be playing through that. I haven't decided whether I'll live stream or not. I might well do, just because I think that'll be a good opportunity for me to just play through something that I really enjoy. And Breath of the Wild isn't a game where I'm going to worry too much about doing a recording on, like recording a series on it, purely because it's open world, and that'll take quite a lot of time to sort of go through. I mean, it's almost endless, and there's DLC and stuff, so yeah, I think if I just stream some of that, I think that's what I'll do. If you guys like that, let me know, because that would be really good as well, I think. So I talked a bit before about the Game Love and Burning Question videos. That is a part of the channel that I really want to sort of get into. I mean, part of the reason I set up the channel in the first place was because I'd always have these questions in the back of my mind about games where I'd never found out the answer to. Like the first one I ever done, like what did they inject the T virus into in Resident Evil to turn something into a liquor? If you want to know, check out the video. And yeah, those videos are really important, because I think because gaming sort of defined me in a huge way in my life, doing game love videos, like talking about games that I love and why I think they deserve to be celebrated, is a really good thing, and I want to keep doing it. Like I've done it for Wonder Boy. Like it just so happened that I was going to talk about Wonder Boy before I'd heard that they were doing a remake of that game, the first game I'd ever played, which I thought was really poignant. So I was really glad, and I was really happy with the video itself, and I want to do that for a lot more games, and I do intend to. I just really need to sort of organise my time a bit better, I think, and maybe if it means doing sort of less let's plays, maybe one less sort of game, because I'm playing quite a lot of games at once, which I haven't really done too much before, but I to be fair, I actually really enjoy it, because it means that when I go back to a game that I haven't played in a little while, like it's almost like new, and it is really good fun. Like Shadow of Mordor, I'd already completed that. When I went back to playing that again, that is so much fun, and I don't think you guys quite know how much fun that game is to edit. Oh my god, it is hilarious. Those are my favourite editing videos, by the way. So just to give you a bit of background about me, my real name is Jack, if you haven't heard me say that on any of the recording videos. I work full time, and I'm also doing a part-time master's degree. And I've been playing games my whole life. So if you've seen the old channel trailer that I done, it was quite a while ago now, that gives you sort of a taster as to the type of games that I play. I mean, I think I went through a period of casual gaming, but like, I'm definitely more of a, I don't want to say hardcore gamer because that sounds weird, but yeah, no, when I discovered indie games, that was amazing, and now I'm playing so many indie games from Game Jolt. You know, people are sending me their games to play, which is really cool. I find that really cool, and I really enjoy it. And some of these games are so good. Like the last one I played, what was it, Elec Mythic Mysteries? That was really fun, and I would never have thought to play a game like that, like at all. But I'm so glad I did, because it was so much fun, and the developer was really nice. Like all the developers for their games are really cool guys. And I say, if you haven't played any of those games, definitely go and check them out there, because they're a lot of good fun. And that's sort of another aspect of my channel. I don't just want to be a guy that plays one game on my channel. Like, I love playing AAA titles, obviously, like Resident Evil 7. I love playing old school retro games. You know, I've still got my, I've still got my GameCube. I haven't still got my GameCube. I've got a ton of GameCube games that I'm going to be playing on the Wii, because the GameCube at the time was my console, my favourite console. And that's another Game Love or a Burning Question video I'm going to be doing about the GameCube and why everyone hates it so much. Don't hate on the GameCube, guys, seriously, don't hate on it. But yeah, like I said before about the indie scene, like some of these games are so cool. I've got a list, I've actually got a spreadsheet of how I organise sort of the games that I'm going to play, and I've got a ridiculous list of games that I need to play and that I want to play that I just can't find the time to get around. I mean, I'm playing Shadow of Mordor just to build myself up for when Shadow of War gets released in August. I had the channel. I've had this channel for a while, but I haven't really done anything with it until sort of this year. But when I had the channel previously, I didn't really do too much with it, and like I sort of did Fallout 4 tours because I think that's sort of where it started. Like if you see my old school Fallout 4 settlement videos, those are the ones that sort of kick-started my decision to sort of do YouTube, because like those were the things I was really proud of. What I'm trying to get across is that generally with my channel, I only want to put on content that I believe is good enough quality. I think that's part of the reason why some of my Game Love and Burning Question videos that I have, I'm still tinkering with, and I'm still not entirely happy with it. But whatever the case, I'm going to say this in this podcast, so it's definitely going to happen, because if it doesn't, then you guys can yell at me in the comment section, because I will upload those videos and I will get them done. Hopefully, because I'm off today, I will actually get the Undertale one done today. I mean, I'm fingers crossed for that, but we will see. Another aspect that I don't think I'm going to get into, at least for a good couple of months, and I might sort of just incorporate it into the podcast, because it's another important aspect of my life, and it's sport. Like whether like everyone likes sport or not, I do. Like I've been brought up as a Chelsea fan, and sports are a huge part of my life. You know, it's like gaming, it's a passion of mine, although I see gaming as sort of my bread and butter, my first and foremost. I think it would be wrong if I'm doing a channel that doesn't incorporate everything sort of to do with me, and I think that would be wrong. So to that end, I think I'm only going to incorporate it into some of these podcasts. So if you don't want to listen to me talking about fantasy football or NFL or Premier League stuff, you don't have to listen to the podcast. That's absolutely fine. But if some of you guys do happen to like sport and you want to, I don't know, join my fantasy leagues for next year, like let me know. Like I'm going to put all the information in when I eventually do those sporting podcasts, because you know I enjoy it. And some people would say that if you're trying to incorporate more stuff into a channel that's specific to, let's say, gaming, like my channel is, then I could dilute it and then maybe lose out on certain people that like my channel for what it was in the first place. Whilst I agree with that, I don't feel it would be fair to me to not want to, like if there's something I want to do for my channel, then to be honest, I'm just going to do it and see how it goes. Because like I don't think people quite realise the extent to which I heavily invested in fantasy football. Like I do spreadsheets and stuff. Like we're into the last week of the Premier League season as I'm recording this, and like I've sort of mapped out transfers and done like hours of research into stuff like that, just to make sure that I win, of which case I'm second currently, which is terrible in my little league, but there you go. But like I find all that stuff so much fun. You know, I would never have gotten into NFL if it wasn't for like a friend of mine saying about getting into NFL fantasy, because it's a lot of fun. And I got into NFL fantasy like before I became a proper NFL fan. It was only because of the fantasy leagues, and it's terrible, I know, that I actually got into watching American football. But that's just the way it goes. I mean, I really enjoy it, and it's not something that I'm going to have as a huge part of my channel. It's just something that if I want to talk about it in one of my podcasts, I'm going to talk about it. That's just how I feel. So I hope you guys would like to hear about that. If not, you know, like I said, you don't have to watch the podcast. I mean, the thumbnail and the title of the podcast will give you an indication as to what it's going to be about. But yeah, like I said, next month will be Resident Evil. We're going to talk about the whole Resident Evil 7 series. Resident Evil series, and just give you my views on it, really. You know, I've got a lot to say about that franchise over the years, because I was going to do a Game Love on it, but I'm not sure. Like I said, I will decide what I'll do with the Game Love and the Burning Questions, but like I said, the ones I want to upload, I will upload them. It's just a matter of when. So we're going to leave it there, because that's about 18 minutes, so yeah, that's quite long. But I didn't really want it to go over 15-20 minutes, so that's not bad. I can cut out all the that I do in all my talking. I go a lot, way too much. But yeah, anyway, guys, I did hope you enjoyed this, because I think a podcast actually, like, I listen to a lot of podcasts. Like, I listen to IGN's Game Scoop and a lot of different things. So I hope you guys like the sound of my voice. I'm joking. You would like the sound of my voice. Moving on. So yeah, once again, guys, thanks for listening. I really do hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if there's a particular topic you'd like me to talk about, and I'll happily do it if I know anything about it. You know, I could drop a bomb for all you guys and say, look, like, IGN's just done their top 100 RPG games. I love RPG games. And number 1, Chrono Trigger. Just gonna drop the bombshell. Never played that game in my entire life. Never even heard about it. It's bad, I know, but there you go. I've just said it. So, you know, maybe that's a game that I'll have to play sometime. So yeah, no, if there are any other YouTubers out there that want to, like, do a podcast with me, that would be awesome. I would love that. So if any of you guys out there want to do the podcast with me, please do, and we can talk about games, we can talk about their channel, my channel, whatever. So yeah, hit me up. But anyway, guys, that's it for Jaxcast this week, this month. Take it easy, good gaming, and as always, remember, guys, the game has just begun.